Good morning. Again, what's all about? To realize how treasurable it is to keep quiet in oneself is enough. Now, what does it mean to realize to keep quiet in oneself? You don't go there. Because it is the mind who wants to hook at it, to hook at that which is absolutely not hookable. It's like a pure, it's like a pulp, I don't know how you say it. Anyway, a beast trying to catch, and it slips like soap. You can't touch, know, feel the subject. And if you do know, it is limited aspect, limited experience. So the mind, why the mind cannot surrender? And it just surrenders. But you have to know how treasurable it is to have a moment keeping quiet in whatever you cannot catch, in the ungraspable. That's what you are, where I and you is no more. That's what is shared with all beings. So, chin chin. The mind can master any subject in the world. But here you see this mind disappears when it tries to catch this subject, because it rises from there. So, have a beautiful mind. It's duality, so it will show up hell and heaven. Yet, if he surrenders to this subject, that freedom from the tyranny of the mind is priceless. So don't go in the mind to get it, to attain it. Just keep quiet before any rising. And it's not difficult. It is difficult if you want to make it a permanent state. And it is even, the word easy doesn't come here because it is before the rising, any rising of the mind. So in that way one speaks of split second, just a moment. It is said, and it's true, it is nearer than your retina, it is nearer than your own prana, imagine. It's nearer. So it's already there before doing anything. The problem generally is that the seeker, he starts from being a seeker, so he makes a loop, eventually makes a loop very intimate, but that will make an experience of what is, okay, undescribable maybe, but it will remain an experience because it is in time, so it will not last. So, to be aware that already that base to be someone, a seeker, someone, is arising. Even if you see it, it means you are not there. So keep quiet from where you can see. Or don't keep quiet, but just breathe quietly finally from where you can see. So don't try to change your life and so on. No. If you don't want to suffer like hell, keep quiet in yourself. And eventually, and it is anyway not in your hand, your life will change or not. It's not in your hand. So don't try. This energetic, you will lose your energy and you will be despaired because you are never all right. This life is not in your hands. And it's dual. So there is hell and there is heaven. We all know that. Anybody likes to inspire me? Well, silence is inspiring too, very much. That koan, I always speak of the same, but if you have another one similar, you can always tell. What's your face before birth? It means that, you see. What's a birth? It's just rising. Yeah. What's your face before birth? So the answer will not be through the mind. It asks you to just remain where you are. So that's what they say, nu. That is the best answer, since one asks an answer, so he has to make a sound. Ah, oh, oh. But it will not be through an answer. Consciousness, I'm consciousness, why am I... No! This is the mind. So just indicating, trying to indicate, to acknowledge or whatever word, that you are already there. Before I rises, I am someone. You have been seen. No need to make noise. Welcome, hello. Don't be like cats.
Ganga, what inspired me, what you said, was what you see, you are not there. What you see, you are not there. It's immense.
Is oneself realized before birth? And when does birth actually happen? I'm referring to lots of mystics, gurus, spiritual leaders who needed to mention that most people die before ever been born. It's a physical birth.
They
one thing.
die before they are born. Uh-huh.
Friedrich Nietzsche, Osho, they all mention it. 3 stages of.
Yeah, I know, but you see, if you describe anything, I don't fight that because I don't know the context and we say things. But if you mention birth and death, surely you consider it and then it becomes complicated. So that's why even when it's vast, it's unborn and all that, I fight it because the mind wants or pretends to know anything.
Yeah, but birth and death, you're referring to the body.
Yeah, right. But that's why I
What is
say.
the body?
That's what I say. You see, if you refer to anything, it would be the body or the mind, isn't it? Even if you start to speak spiritually, I am unborn and all that, it means you believed you were born. And that is the whole trouble. Of course the body is born, of course the mind body is born. But in Satsang, it's exactly to try to untouch what is beyond the concept of isness. What is before catching all those things. Which appears, and there is nothing wrong because everything is that. But if you believe you are a limited one, you start from the limited one, having a peep in the unknown. It's called a glimpse. It's called, a very major experience, but still it will be an experience of someone. So once you have seen that the experiencer is just, of course, an appearance and a disappearance at the same time, you don't mention it if you want to if you want to if you
You have to be born.
what?
To realize
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to be aware of this.
Yes,
You
dear.
talk about seeing things, like with
Yeah.
all the senses. People have eyes, but they don't really see. People have a mouth, and they talk all the time, but they don't say anything. All their senses are numb because they are not aware of it yet. They do not
Yeah.
even,
Yeah, okay, so
not even realize their proper environment yet, in which the body was born. But then the mind has to be born, or the spirit.
yeah. So tell me,
Yes.
you are describing the truth or what are you telling? What are you telling me?
Basic, I'm not telling, I'm asking.
You are
Would-
asking, okay.
Isn't it necessary to wake up first? I mean, for self-realization, nothing's necessary because it is.
You know,
But the
you know, it's such a mystery. I don't pretend I can tell the best answer. But it's true that it looks like we have to be a human being. I know that some people fight me that, but I don't care. It looks like you have to be, to identify, to really think you are a human being, to have this preoccupation in the brain, in the mind, and according to whatever, you may be struck by wake up, but don't wake up to an object. An object is all belonging to body and mind. And one day it can strike that you wake up, but the waking up at the same time is seen as as fake because it means you believed you were not waking up before, and all that belongs to the body mind. But then finally, if this happens, this is extremely, I don't know, clear or whatever, then you keep quiet. Huh? I mean, then there is no more search. Yeah, that kind of search. Okay. But that's why some teachers also, they say, don't wake up, don't this and that. At the same time, it is as wrong as to say wake up. But what to do? Something will strike, hopefully. It can be also, I don't know, a bird or whatever. Huh? A good example of not waking up, a cow, for example. I always come back to the cow of, Ramana. The cow, a cow, as anybody else, is what one searches when he wants to know his real self. It is already that, huh? But she doesn't wake up. Except maybe with a great power of Ramana, whatever. Everything is possible in this world, so he said she's enlightened, but in fact, whatever, enlightened or not, she is already. Who cares to be enlightened after all? We are that. We just suffer for nothing in searching.
Because an eye is being created.
Yeah. We agree.
You have to lose
we
it.
cannot help. I know. If you search, you cannot say, I quit the search and that's it. It will last a week or not even, and it comes back. That is true. That is true. But I mean, you make me speak, so. Those who are enlightened don't even believe in enlightenment or ignorance. But they had to believe before, it looks like. They had to. Sure. Don't ask me more. I cannot.
Yeah, you have to know what is, not to know what is. Or not.
Even if you know what is, you will understand that it's a knowledge too much.
I heard once recording Papaji saying that this world is a joke. So then illusion is just a joke.
Mm-hmm.
You refer to this.
Or do I feel that?
Yeah.
Depends on your mood, huh? Nothing which will be said is it. But you cannot help to play with that, huh? Or to suffer with that. Huh? Depends on the mood.
I have this hard time letting go of this image.
Sorry, I didn't hear the
Okay,
beginning.
Yeah, it's just like I hear that it doesn't make sense to search for the experience because that will
Yeah.
be it. And still, it's like this idea about something that will make me see.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
It's there. This idea, and what can I do with that?
You don't go further. You don't feed that popping up idea.
And when it comes back and back and back, and it's like
If you don't feed it, it's like dogs, you know. When you go to a village, they bark at you like hell. When you leave the village, they still bark a bit by souvenir. And then they shut up. They don't. So that will not happen as you think. Yeah.
Ganga, I feel I am, or I can see,
A little louder, yeah?
I see or I feel I am doing something.
Doing, yeah.
Trying
sure.
to.
The mind, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, right. You see it?
Yeah.
Oh, great. From where do you see that? And don't go there.
It goes on and on. And
Yeah,
on.
yeah, then what? Do you think it will stop?
No.
Ah, then. Yeah, the manifestation, the creation goes on infinitely, yeah. Then what?
Why do I want to go in there? Why there's this, it seems like this pulling.
You are in it.
No.
Ah, how come? How come? No, no, you say, tell me. Tell me more. What do you mean?
Maybe because the
No,
conversation.
no, no. Tell me, what do you mean? No, no, you said.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
feel I'm going to search for the answer.
You have to understand that it's never in this manifestation that you will have a satisfying answer. Never. And you have to understand that the one who considers the mind is in the mind. So, but from where do you see that? I see that. If I see that, why should I want to stop it? Why? You know, it's not that you have to realize the self. You have to spot the mind. You have to see what is the mind, and that's enough. And then you have your, let's say, even a quarter of a split second, whatever. The terms are in time, so I cannot explain. But you have that. It's enough. It is enough. Not to search anymore, because you see what's the mind. Whatever rises, let it be a talk about this. It is the mind. So I would say, but of course the word keep quieter than even the talk about this, which tells you keep quiet. Like that. And don't try to fix it in the manifestation. Again, of course, the one, I am Debbie, whatever, we forget. And suddenly, for some reason, because you had a quarter of a split sec, suddenly by itself, you stop. Because you love it. You treasure it. Finally you realize, oh my God. And you forget your desire to fix your mind. Let it be as cuckoo as before. Who cares? Who cares? Somebody cares, sure, but who cares? It is so simple. We are not used, you see, of the immediacy. In time we speak of suddenly and all, but it's still in time. Here it's the immediacy. You will have thousands of immediacy things which will stop your time. That's all. And that's enough, and then you die, and that's it. Lucky you. Lucky you. Yeah. generally, you know, you feel you are like this, and then you hear, no, you have to do like this. No, just see that you do whatever you see, you are not. That's all. You have not to undo. Whatever you see, you are not. And at least my master was telling, he was not understood, but it's still very precious to him. Keep quiet. Doesn't matter if it is, I don't know, a split second. Keep quiet. You have seen it. I'm not it. Keep quiet there a split second. And that's it. And then again, doesn't matter. That will work in you. That will wake you up here and there. And that's enough. That's enough. You have not to be an enlightened person fixing this. It's impossible. It will never happen. It is a lie.
That's good.
Okay.
Now that's settled.
What a joke!
So you say the dog is chasing its tail and that's just going around and around. So
Then
first you
somebody
say there is
says, no, he
tail.
has to go that way to take his tail.
Okay.
No, no, you have to go to the source. No, no, you have to just see.
So keeping quiet and silence is the freedom, really. This is the freedom.
I will not intellectualize it. Don't care to know what it is for once. Our American Winang will speak. Loud, huh?
Okay. Please pass the salt. You know, like at the table, please pass the salt. You know, when you're eating at a table
Uh-huh.
and you say,
Ah, the salt.
yeah, can you please
Ah, okay,
pass
okay,
the
yeah,
salt?
yeah, okay.
So please
I
pass.
thought it was the thought.
Oh,
Ah, okay. This,
you said. It's like it's so
No, no, no,
common.
I
you
hear,
know,
I
please
hear.
pass the salt. Okay. Please pass the salt. Search, no search, torment, tranquility, hot, cold, this, that, all of it expression, like salt and pepper. Tasted, compared, and known. So, what to it all? Infinite expressing. So, searching, no searching, what is the difference? When there is no difference. That, expressing, only ever that. So, what about a search, no search? Please pass the salt. The spinning ride. How
right? Is it?
ride,
Ah.
like spinning ride. How can that which is know? What is cannot know. So, is the one who wishes to know? Ha! The one who can know and not know. The same one who can grow with knowing, and this knowing growing and growing and growing until, growing is all grown. No more to grow. Aha, voila, ta-da! No, 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 no. What you are cannot grow, cannot know, cannot ungrow, or unknow. Confused, fed up, just get off the damn ride.
It's good. It's good.
I have one more about birds. You mentioned birds. To say all is that is to not know what anything is. How can that be named when there is only that? Not up or down, or in or out. Comparisons are expressed because of that. And even they, all comparisons, are only ever that. So, what comparisons? These are for birds. To peck at these seeds, compare this, compare that. Leave it for the birds. Better for the birds. Peck, 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 peck.
Thanks. Where are you?
One
Ah,
more question.
sorry. Hi.
How to keep quiet during grieving time?
You cannot, you will grieve, but the grief sometimes disappears, isn't it? So cherish that. Then the grief may come back. Then again cherish that to be freed from it. And in the end, nothing happened. You see, in this manifestation, don't try to be somebody not grieving and all that. It's just natural, it happens, it's in the happenings. So, but you can give yourself, or you didn't, you know that you can also be what you really are, in fact. Can, as a moment of saying that everything is a dream, or to cut off with even the one who grieves, you see. And that is in your life now. So cherish that as much as you can. Because even if it is a split second as it appears in time, here and there, as it appears in time, it's so precious. Because you will be somebody grieving, But you have also those moments where everything is relativized. Is relativized. And all okay. I don't believe in detachment in this life. So, of course, you will suffer when there is a loss as somebody. But it can give you, in the midst of suffering, also, I know I am. Just stop. You give yourself a moment. That's all. I don't believe in detachment for somebody. Life is life. You get attached, you get detached, maybe, but not a detached person. It doesn't exist. And those who pretend so, they pretend. Or they are born in such a way that they are more detached than others. That's possible. But then you are born like this. Enough of all those foolish concepts. So, enough. Enough. Okay. Thank you.